What's up, guys? I hope you're having as much fun in Deadrop as I am. The extractions, the gunfights, the map, the artwork, the music. Oh my god, the music. I could go on and on, but anyway, what I want to talk about today is the UGC mode that Rob mentioned in the event. Now, he talked about this very subtly. I mean, it was like he brought it up, a couple sentences went by, and boom, they were on to the next thing. So what I want to do is I want to listen first. Let's listen to Rob, see what he had to say about it, and then we're gonna dive into a couple things and try to figure out exactly what this is gonna look like.
Every single Founder Pass holder will continue to receive first dibs on every major new addition to Deadrop. And that starts with our new UGC mode that's coming in the future. This is your chance as creators to customize the game to your liking. If you're Hex and you want to make it more competitive, if you want to maybe introduce some CTF gameplay, whatever it is, this is your chance to customize the game. And that is just the beginning. That mode is going to continue to expand, and you guys will have first dibs on it.
So that was pretty quick, right? Just a couple of sentences and boom, he's on to the next thing. But one thing that I do want to point out is he's got modes, skins, and maps behind him with just a couple little pictures there. And so he kind of leaves more to be desired, and I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but whenever I saw this at the event, I was thinking, okay, so like Halo Forge, Battlefield Portal kind of thing. Looking into this a little further, it seems to be much more. So right now I'm on Midnight Society's career page, and as one does, you know, one gets curious, hey, what careers are out there specifically with Midnight Society that maybe I could or someone else fill. Anyway, so I was on there yesterday or the day before, and I came across this, which I thought was really interesting. Gaming UGC Product Manager. So we can dive into this and see a little more information about what it's going to be. This first sentence really tells us what we need to know here. Midnight Society is a AAA games development studio building a PvE online multiplayer game that leverages a platform focused on providing early access to our pre-launch titles, ability to trade and sell entitlements earned in games, parentheses NFTs, and a robust user-generated content, UGC. So that's what UGC stands for, user-generated content. Marketplace where creators can create and publish skins, maps, mods, and content to the community for purchase. Goes on to say the ideal candidate will work with the platform and game team to conceptualize and help build the model for how our early access players, UGC creators, and NFT holders will work together to evangelize, expand, and extend the games within the Midnight Society ecosystem. And then down at the bottom, there's a section that says the ideal candidate will possess. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but the one thing that I do want to point out is very good understanding of existing platform tools used for modding like Steam, Curse, and community management like Discord bots, as well as platforms for UGC games like Roblox, Minecraft, Core, Epic Create. There's a lot of other good stuff on that listing. Feel free to go check it out, but I'm going to be honest here. I don't know a lot about the NFT stuff. I really don't. And I kind of wish I knew more about it, but I'm going to be honest. I'm a gamer at heart. I am here for the experience first. All the NFT stuff, all that, for me is kind of the secondary thing, and it's really not on the forefront of my mind. Like, give me a good FPS shooter. Everything else is extra. So there's probably a lot of you guys that understand everything that they're doing here. Full transparency, I'm an idiot. But what I'm gathering out of this, it really sounds like Fortnite Creative 2.0 that was just released today. So the timing of it is pretty funny, but the potential for some actual kind of, call it almost profit sharing within the game, is pretty exciting. And I'm not going to get into how all of that works because, once again, I'm kind of an idiot. But what we can look at, what I really want to look at, is the modes that potentially could come down the road. I think this is a big deal that they're going towards this because Deadrop at its core is a vertical extraction shooter, you know, what we're used to hearing. But with this UGC mode, we'll have tools to create arena shooters with all sorts of different modes. Battle royales. I mean, the list is literally capped out at your creativity. It sounds like you'll have all the tools to throw together any kind of mode that you want to. And today, that's what I want to get into. All right, so first up, let's talk some Halo. Halo has some of the best TDM modes. They're classics. I think as far as the FPS genre goes, when you think of team deathmatch, for me, Halo is king. And they've got a lot of cool modes. You know, this one in particular is Team Escalation. That's basically like gun game, but your team kind of collectively gets those kills, and as you get to a certain point, then your whole team can change loadouts. Whoever, you know, completes that progression first as far as the team goes wins. Another big thing for me in Halo is SWAT, or Tactical Slayer as they call it in Halo Infinite, but it's basically headshots are king, one-shot headshot basically. And it's very tactical, as in the name. I've always been a fan of this. I think it plays a whole lot better than hardcore in Call of Duty, but hey, I'm biased here. I'm a huge Halo fan, so I've always enjoyed this mode. That could work in Deadrop too. And then one of the modes that's kind of a fan favorite within Halo is Fiesta. This is where you basically spawn in with a different set of weapons, a different set of gear every time that you die. Sometimes you get lucky with really good guns, metal weapons, and then sometimes you don't. So that would be a lot of fun, but I'm going to tell you, if I get the sniper rifle and this comes to Deadrop, y'all better watch out. I'm not really even going to touch the team deathmatch modes that are in COD. A lot of them are, you know, everybody's familiar with it. Like you've got stuff like Domination, right? And I didn't even touch on King of the Hill, where you're fighting over an objective, whether it's 1 or 3 across the map. They're all kind of the same, right? But that would also fall under the TDM kind of deal there. But the bigger thing with COD is obviously the Battle Royale aspect. And I've said it in Battlefield videos before, but I think what I would love to see in Portal on the next Battlefield is, first of all, a Battlefield Battle Royale. I think it would be fantastic. But second of all, I would like to see tools where you could customize things a little bit more. Maybe even the map itself, the parameters, you know, the player count, you know, whether it has a resurgence mode or it's more RNG like PUBG, or it has loadouts like Warzone does. You know, there's all sorts of different things just within the Battle Royale realm that you could change, and in Deadrop that would be fantastic. You know, I think about Deadrop, when you think about the sector cold storage and how the freeze rises, maybe down the road you could change the way the freeze come. You know, maybe you could like an old school circle. You know, I say old school, like Warzone. You know, where you have a circle that comes in. Maybe you can do that to the ice. Of course, you know, thinking that through, that would be really difficult because of the verticality of the tower, that sort of thing. But anyway, I'm just spitballing here. But obviously, Battle Royale would be a huge hit. And honestly, cold storage like Snapshot 5 right now, it kind of plays like a Battle Royale to me. It's got those Halo Last Spartan Standing vibes. If you've ever played that, very similar to that. And then you've got Battlefield. Now, Battlefield's got a couple of different modes that would work really well, I think, within this UGC universe. This is Breakthrough. Now, if you're not familiar with Battlefield or Breakthrough, I've got this paused because I want to show you this map first. Basically what it is you've got attackers and then you've got defenders. Now, the goal of the attackers is to progress through the different sectors, yes, they're called sectors, of the map. So you've got this A1 and this A2. The defense, they want to defend this here, or the defenders, sorry, not the defense, but the defenders, they want to defend this area, and then the goal of the attackers is to progress through here. And then once you progress through one sector, then the next sector opens up. And then on the opposite side, if you're a defender, the attackers have a certain number of tickets, and once the defenders eliminate all those tickets or player counts, lives, whatever you want to call them, then the game is over and then the defenders win. You know, I could see this working really well within Deadrop. You've got the different sectors. You can have some attackers, defenders, set your player count, that sort of thing. Also, they have a mode called Rush, and Rush is very, very similar to Breakthrough. With Breakthrough, you just kind of gotta beat the player count at a base. You'll notice up there, there's three attackers, 10 defenders, and once you get more attackers than there are defenders, then you start to own that sector. So it's more about player counts. With Rush, instead, you've got certain bombs that you have to set off, and once you get to that bomb, you set it. It's kind of like S&D. You set that bomb, and then a timer goes. They have so long to defuse it. Once it blows up, then you go to the next sector. So that sort of thing. So there's 2 game modes right there, Rush and Breakthrough, that would work really well, I think, with the different sectors. I think it's built perfectly. The last game that I'll go over is the Finals. The Finals is a pretty original game mode, and if you didn't play it, it's basically multiple teams of 3. It's all about cashing out the most cash. It's not necessarily about kills. And one kind of neat thing that I think that you could do with this is, instead of it being cash, you could do space dust. You know, that's part of the lore of Deadrop. So, you know, maybe you're trying to extract with as much space dust as you can. But it was a very cool game. This could fit very well within Deadrop in any of the sectors or multiple sectors. And that's really all I wanted to go over, is just the modes. You know, there's obviously a whole lot more there with the different maps and the different skins, but we don't really know what to speculate on that. You know, we know a little information, but as far as the modes go, we can start thinking about, oh, what's these other AAA shooters? You know, what are those really good modes that we enjoy off of those that we can incorporate into this game? And you know, when you think about Deadrop, you're thinking of the vertical extraction shooter. Like, that's going to be the main game. That's going to be a blast. But you know, you start thinking about this UGC mode, and you see Fortnite creator mode that just came out today, and your wheels start to turn. And man, if you can create your own maps, your own skins, your own modes, the potential of the game is unlimited. It is literally unlimited. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any ideas for UGC content, leave them down below. We'll talk about it. But hey, in the meantime, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you on the next one.